In this lesson, we will learn how to find the square of algebraic expressions using algebraic identities. By the end of this video, you will be able to expand binomials and polynomials, and even calculate large numerical squares quickly. Let's start with our two fundamental formulas. The first is the square of a sum. The second is the square of a difference. Notice that only the sign of the middle term changes. Let's jump into our first example to see these formulas in action. We want to find the square of the expression 4x plus 5y. First, we write it as the whole quantity squared. In our formula, we can treat 4x as a and 5y as b. Using the identity a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, we substitute our values. Now we simplify. 4x squared becomes 16x squared. For the middle term, 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 times 5 is 40, giving us 40xy. Finally, 5y squared is 25y squared. There we have it. We successfully expanded the expression using the square of a sum identity. Now, let's look at an example using the subtraction formula. We need to find the square of 3a minus 7b. Writing this as a squared quantity, we see it fits the form of a minus b squared. Here, we let our first term, 3a, be a, and our second term, 7b, be b. We apply the identity a squared minus 2 times a times b plus b squared. Be careful to use a minus sign for the middle term. Finally, we simplify. 3a squared is 9a squared. The middle term is 2 times 3, which is 6 times 7, giving us minus 42ab. Adding the final term, 7b squared, gives us 49b squared. We have now mastered both the addition and subtraction identities for binomials. These identities aren't just for variables. We can also use them to perform mental math for large numbers. Suppose we want to calculate 996 squared without long multiplication. We can rewrite 996 as 1000 minus 4. This fits our subtraction identity perfectly. So, we are looking for the square of the quantity 1000 minus 4. Applying the formula, we take the square of 1000, subtract 2 times 1000 times 4, and add 4 squared. 1000 squared is 1,000,000. 2 times 1000 times 4 is 8000, and 4 squared is 16. Adding 16 to 1,000,000 gives us 1,016,000. Finally, subtracting 8000 gives us the final result, 992,016. Using the identity made this much simpler than multiplying 996 by itself directly. What if we have more than 2 terms? We can still use our basic identity by grouping terms together. Example 4. Find the square of a plus b plus c plus d. We want to find the square of this 4-term expression. The trick is to group the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. Now, it looks like a binomial where our first part is a plus b and our second part is c plus d. Now we apply the square of a sum formula. We square the first group, add twice the product of the 2 groups, and square the second group. Next, we expand each part. The first and last parts are just our standard identity. For the middle part, we distribute the terms in the parentheses. Finally, we rearrange the terms to look neat. Notice the pattern. We have the square of every individual term, plus twice the product of every possible pair of terms. This grouping method allows us to square any polynomial, no matter how long. Now that we have covered the main examples from the lesson, it is time for you to practice. Try to solve these 3 problems on your own. For the first one, remember to treat 3xy as your entire first term. For the second, use the subtraction identity, and for the third, try the grouping method we just learned. You could group x and 5y together as your first part. Let's quickly recap what we have achieved in this session. We used the a plus b squared and a minus b squared identities. We calculated numerical squares using the expression 1000 minus 4 squared. And we expanded 4-term polynomials using grouping. You have now learned how to apply algebraic identities to find the square of various expressions and numbers. Great job following along.